Hi everyone, welcome to Lion Light Yoga. Today I'm going to be doing a little basic flow for you guys. Great for beginners, but also great for all levels if you just want to know more technique and try a nice slow flow today. I'm here in beautiful Cancun, Mexico. It's been a dream come true being able to do yoga at the beach and hearing the waves. So we're going to let ourselves take in this moment together. I feel so blessed to be able to be here, teach yoga here, and all to the sound of the waves and the birds chirping. So let's take this time to set an intention for your practice today, whether it's to find patience for yourself or others, maybe some gratitude for all the blessings that we have in our lives, or maybe finding some courage in your practice today. Whatever your intention is, hold it close to your heart, and let's get started. So, we're going to start off in child's pose with our legs as wide as our mat and our toes touching. We'll sink our weight into our heels so that we can walk our fingertips forward. And reach, resting your forehead on the mat. And feeling that a nice elongation through your spine. We'll begin to connect to our breath here. Inhaling through our nose. And slow, steady exhale, release. We'll inhale, fill our lungs. And exhale, release. Taking this time to connect to our heart center as it melts towards the earth and we reach our fingertips forward. We take a moment to notice our hearts beating in our chest, bringing positivity and energy to every cell of our bodies. We begin to connect to our breath. Inhale slow and steady through your nose. And slow and steady through your nose. Exhale. Begin to walk your fingertips to the right, placing your left hand on top of your right hand. Allowing a beautiful stretch in your side body. You can rest your forehead on the mat or on your arms. And really feeling your intercostal ribs expand as you take a deep inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And slowly walking your fingertips to the left side. Placing your right hand on top of your left. Sink into your heels as you feel the stretch in your whole side body. As you breathe in, feel your intercostal ribs expand. And as you exhale, allow yourself to sink a little deeper into your hips. And inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands to center and send your fingertips forward, pressing evenly between both sit bones, feeling a nice neutral stretch throughout your whole back, creating space in your spine. As we push up into our tabletop position, we'll tap our feet to the earth, allowing a nice little sensation in our feet. We'll tuck our toes so that we can come either placing our hands here, if this is comfortable for you, or beginning to walk yourself up ever so slowly. We're going to stay tall in our seat if you are seated up, but this is a very intense stretch on your feet. We very rarely stretch the backs of our feet when we're walking so much. So this is a good stretch to do if you run or walk a lot. This is a good one. You can either keep your toes untucked or tuck your toes under so you can find a comfortable seat. At any time, you can come into a crisscross position if this is more comfortable for you. I'm going to go onto my heels. So I inhale, circle sweep my arms up towards the sky. And when I exhale, I'll bring my hands behind my head, opening up my shoulders towards the side to really expand through our heart center, opening up our chest, keeping our neck tall. If your hands can't go all the way down and they stop up here or here, that is perfectly okay. We're going to release down, opening, reaching towards our back. We're going to interlace our fingers as we rotate our shoulders behind our backs, lifting up through the heart, look back. Opening up our heart chakra and our throat chakra. And release. We'll inhale, circle sweep our arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands behind your head, elbows reach out towards the sides. Heart and chest is open, chin is lifted, or is tight. And as we exhale, we'll bind behind our back, rolling our shoulder blades back behind us and pulling our hands down towards the earth. Letting our heart press forward, shining. Maybe your head hangs back. And gently release. We'll take a deep inhale, circle sweep our arms up towards the sky. This time as we exhale, we'll cactus our arms, pressing our shoulder blades back behind us. And then we'll push away as we curl our spine to bring our right hand to our shoulder and our left hand onto our right shoulder. We'll tuck our heads and curl our bellies, feeling a nice release in the back of your neck. We'll slowly lift our elbows up towards the sky, arching as you look up. And open your arms, clasp behind your back. Press your heart forward, roll your shoulders behind your back. Inhale, circle sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus, open up your heart, bringing your elbows to the sides. And exhale, push away. Curl the spine, drop the chin to the chest. And this time bringing your left arm over top, grabbing at your shoulders, giving yourself a nice hug here. We'll inhale, lift our elbows up towards the sky. And exhale, release, bring yourself behind. Chest forward, sharp. Chest forward, heart chakra open, and throat chakra. If you send your neck behind you. If you send your head behind you. And gently release. Now we'll come into our downward facing dog by pressing through tabletop, untucking our toes. Sending our hips up towards the sky. Allowing a little moment to pedal out your feet. Raising to your toes and back down. Maybe bending your knees and straightening. Allowing yourself a little moment to play here. And just connect with your body, noticing any sensations you may have. We'll let our heels sink towards the earth as we press our tailbone up towards the sky, letting our heads dangle and pressing our fingertips into the earth. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring your chest a little closer to your thighs. And now we'll inhale, bring our right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. As we exhale, we'll bring our knee in towards our chest, sucking up our tailbone, and gently placing our foot in between our hands. You can rock back and forth gently to activate your hip flexor. Warming up here and pressing high up through your hips. We'll inhale, come into Warrior Two by turning our back foot 90 degrees so that they're perpendicular. Sending our arms out in front of us, looking forward with a nice bend in our front knee, coming over atop our ankle. We'll send our hips down so that our core is nice and strong, and our shoulder blades will be pulled back behind us. Take an inhale as you reach forward, coming into our side angle, placing your elbow onto your thigh as your top arm reaches up overhead. Feeling that nice stretch in your side body. You'll go ahead and reverse the warrior by high-fiving the back of the room and reaching your back arm down your thigh, or binding behind your back, reaching for your top thigh. As you feel that nice stretch coming all the way from the top of your body, we'll come back to center. As we shift our weight over to the left side, bringing our foot to 45 degrees so we come into our side lunge. Making sure that our toes are untucked and our hips are down so that our knee and our toes are towards the sky. If this is too intense for you or you have knee problems, you can modify by going onto your knee like this and sitting up. And slowly starting to sink down into your heels until eventually you will be able to come squatted like this. We'll go ahead and send our hips towards the sky, planting your hands and turning your feet parallel, coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Allow yourself to hang here. Head nodding yes, welcoming new opportunities, and shaking your head no, allowing yourself to set boundaries. You'll gently walk your hands out in front of you so that their wrists are in alignment with your shoulders. You'll inhale, bring your right hand up towards the sky, look up. And exhale, plant your hand back down. Inhale, lift your left hand up towards the sky. And exhale, release back down. We'll walk our hands over to the right side as we turn our right foot 45 degrees and come into our right side lunge. Our toes are up towards the sky and in alignment with our knee. Our hips are pulled under. You should feel a nice, relaxing pull throughout your inner thigh. And allowing yourself to just feel that nice lengthening through your hamstring. You'll go ahead and untuck your toe by bringing your hands to the mat and untucking your back foot. As we rise up, coming up into our high lunge. We'll take a deep inhale, making sure that our hips are parallel. So we're pushing our left hip forward as we pull our right hip back. And we'll lean in deep. Bringing our arms overhead. Core is engaged. And shoulders are pressed away from our ears. We'll drop down to our knee, untuck our toe, and as we exhale, we'll cactus our arms baby back bend, look up towards the sky. Inhale, rise up, send your hips back, straighten your front leg, and bring your toes towards your face as you hinge at your hips, half splits. If you have blocks, this is a great place to bring the earth closer to you so that you really make sure that you're engaging through that hamstring. If you arch your back too much, that becomes a lower back stretch. If you keep your back up straight and pull that hip back, your tailbone up towards the sky, that'll really engage your hamstring, and that's the stretch that we're trying to focus on in our half splits. We'll send our weight forward as we toe heel our foot out to the edge of our mat and bring both hands inside. We'll press our pelvis towards the earth. And feeling that stretch really coming from the top of your hip flexor. And then on the right side, it'll come from the inside of your hip flexor. We'll sweep our foot back behind us, coming into our tabletop. As we press our hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. And exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. We'll inhale, rise our left foot up towards the sky, three-legged dog. And as we exhale, knee to chest, curl your spine, lifting up through your abdomen. Plant your foot in between your hands. Allowing yourself to have a nice little rocks back and forth, warming up that hip flexor. And when we rise up, we'll inhale, coming straight into Warrior Two by turning our back foot 90 degrees so that it is perpendicular with our front. Our arms come up and we look towards our front hand. Our pelvis is turned under, our core is tight, and our arms press back, shoulder blades back to touch. Making sure that our knee is directly over our ankle. So sometimes that means leaning forward and pressing your knee out so that it doesn't collapse inward. We'll inhale, reach forward, dropping into our side angle by bringing our elbow to our thigh and reaching our right hand overhead, either looking up towards the sky or down at your mat. We'll exhale, reverse our warrior, high five the back of the room as you bring your right hand down your thigh or find it behind your back, reaching toward your top thigh. Feeling that nice stretch in the front of your body. And we'll come back to center as we shift our weight over to the right side, bringing our toes up and pivoting our foot 90 or 45 degrees. Remembering that you can untuck this back foot and either come to here or rise up so that your knee and your toes are facing up. And then we'll come back to center by pivoting our foot parallel, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Hello. You'll walk your hands out in front of you as you inhale, lifting your right arm up and placing it back down. Inhale, left arm up and exhale back down. We'll shift our weight to the left as we turn our foot 45 degrees and bend into our knee, coming into our left side lunge. Toes come up, knee is up, and hips are under. We'll rotate over to the left side as we pivot our back foot, rising up into high crescent lunge. Our core is tight and our hips are parallel, bringing your right hip forward as you send your left hip back, bending into the knee. And bringing your hands up by your ears and pressing away your shoulder blades from your ears. We'll exhale, drop to our knee. Cactus your arms. Heart shines forward. Inhale, send your hips back. Toes come towards your face as you hinge at your hips. Flat back. Pulling your tailbone up towards the sky to intensify the stretch. Remembering that the pull should be coming from your hamstrings as you consciously lengthen out your hamstrings. We'll send our weight forward by shifting our foot to the edge of our mats and sending our hands in between. As you send your hips forward, make sure that you're pressing your hip flexor towards the earth. A lot of people will send their hips up, tails up. We want our tails to come down. That focuses the stretch on your hip flexor on your left side and the inner part of your hip on the left side. Sorry. The front of your hip on your right side and the side of your hip on your left side. Words. They're difficult. We'll swing our foot back behind us, coming back into tabletop. And now we'll flow breath to movement. So we'll press up from our downward facing dog. We'll inhale our right foot up towards the sky. Exhale, knee to chest, placing your foot in between your hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior two, pivot your back foot, fan open your arms, look forward, lunging. Inhale, reach towards the walls, and coming into our side angle. Exhale, reverse your warrior, high five the back of the room, and bring your hand down your thigh or behind your back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, pivot yourself to the left, coming into our side lunge. Place your hands on the earth as you send your hips up towards the sky, bringing both feet parallel, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift your right hand up towards the sky, and exhale, release. Inhale, left hand up towards the sky, and exhale, release. Let yourself hang here for a second, feeling the nice pull of gravity, letting time and gravity do the work. We'll shift our weight over to the right side, coming into our right side lunge. As we inhale, we'll untuck our toes, pivot our foot, coming into our high crescent lunge. Exhale, drop to your knee, cactus your arms, heart shines forward. Inhale, rise up, send your hips back, leg straightens, half splits. Exhale, press yourself forward, and walking your toe out to the edge so you can bring both hands in front of you. Feel that deep stretch in your hip. And take an inhale, and exhale. Bring that foot back behind you, coming into tabletop, pressing your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Step or hop yourself towards the front of your mat, coming into standing forward fold. We'll inhale, circle sweep our arms up towards the sky. As we exhale, we'll bring our hands down through our heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, elongate through your neck, pushing your shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, fold yourself forward. Plant your hands and step back into high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. You can drop to your knees and begin to lower yourself inch by inch, untucking your toes and resting your chest on the earth. We'll lift up our hearts and our heads towards the sky, baby cobra, pulling your shoulder blades together. And exhale, releasing back towards the mat. We'll inhale, press up through the tops of your feet, lifting your thighs off of the mat. Heart shines forward, head looks up, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, slow and steady. And exhale, slow and steady. One more inhale. And exhale. We'll inhale, lift our left foot up towards the sky. As you exhale, curl the spine, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two, flip your back foot 90 degrees and fan out your arms. Inhale, lean forward, side angle, bringing your elbow to your thigh, hand up towards the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior, high-fiving the back of the room and bringing your back hand down your thigh or behind your back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, shift your weight into your left foot, coming into your side lunge. Foot becomes 90 degrees. Left foot pointing up, knee up. And inhale, send your hips up towards the sky, unpivot your feet so they become parallel, and wide forward fold. Inhale, lift your right hand up towards the sky, and exhale, release. Inhale, right hand up towards the sky, and exhale, release. Inhale, flat back, and exhale, pivot your left foot 45 degrees, coming into our side lunge on the left side. We'll inhale, shifting ourselves forward, pivoting our back foot so that we can rise up into high crescent lunge. Sucking our core in, engaging our back leg. We'll exhale, drop our back foot and untuck our toes as we cactus our arms, heart shines open. Inhale, lift up, sending your hips back, and toes come up towards your face as you hinge yourself forward, half splits. Sending your foot forward as you send your hips up, walking your foot out and bringing both fingers down in front of you. Pressing into that hip flexor. As you feel the top of your right hip, release any tension. And the inner side of your left hip, releasing any tension. Take an inhale. Bringing your foot back behind you. And it's coming into our tabletop as we press our hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Drop your knees to the mat and cross your feet so you can come into a nice seated position. Begin to scoot your hips forward. As you bring your feet out in front of you, making a triangle with your legs, bring our arms out in front of us and slowly begin to lower inch by inch to our backs. Really engaging through your core, taking as much time as you can to really work through every little muscle in your back and in your core. Staying strong, staying strong, staying strong all the way to the end, and then gently releasing. Take a deep inhale and exhale. We'll inhale, bring our right knee in towards our chest as we extend our left leg long. Squeezing, squeezing. Inhale through your lungs. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, send your leg over to the left side. Tee out your arms and look over to your right shoulder, allowing both shoulder blades to be planted on the earth and allowing gravity to do all the work. Inhale, bring both knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug and rocking from side to side. As you squeeze your left leg into your chest, send out your right leg. Squeezing, squeezing. Inhale. And exhale, send your knee over towards the right side of the room. Teeing out your arms, making sure that both shoulder blades are planted on the earth. Look over towards your left. As we are in our supine twist, this is allowing a nice gentle twist in our lower back, releasing any tension throughout our lower back and our hips. Bring the conscious effort to let go of any tension in your hips and in your legs. Just allow gravity to pull you. Bring your knees in towards your chest, hugging them, giving yourself a big hug and rocking from side to side. Bring your knees all the way in, your forehead to touch your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We'll inhale, open up, blossom like a flower, reach for all four corners, creating space in your body by stretching your fingers and your toes. And exhale, bring your hands down by your side, palms up, toes hang out towards the side, and eyes flutter shut as we find our final posture of rest, Shavasana. Allow yourself this moment to connect with your breath, to acknowledge any thoughts, feelings, or sensations that might be entering your mind, body, or spirit. Honor them and let them float by like clouds in the sky. Inhale, fill your lungs and belly with air. And exhale, release. Inhale, fill your chest. And exhale, release. Inhale, fill your lungs. And exhale, release. Begin to bring awareness into your fingertips and your toes by curling your toes and tapping your fingertips together. Roll over to one side using your arm as a pillow and bringing your knees into your chest. So find fetal position. Our posture of rebirth, of new beginnings, as we find one way to bring our yoga practice into our daily life. You can gently press yourself to a seated position with your eyes remaining closed as you bring your hands to your heart center. We'll take 3 collective breaths together to close out this practice. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling open mouth, HA, through a releasing, cleansing breath. Inhale, fill your chest and belly with air. And exhale, let go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, taking the biggest breath you've taken today. And exhale, release. The love and the light in me sees and honors the love and the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me in this yoga practice. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. I would really appreciate it, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye!